You're going to be a dork this whole video, I can tell. Hi YouTube, it's Molly, and today I'm here for a video as a follow-up to a couple of videos I made a while back about weight loss surgery and dating, and a lot of people did videos with their husbands a while back, question and answer, and obviously at 19 when I started this I didn't have a husband, thank God. So I'm going to do a question and answer session similar to that people did with their husbands, with my newfound boyfriend, Matty, which everybody has been very happy about. He's a little embarrassed about how much people like him that don't know him. But,
Not really.
Not really. Anyways, so just to catch you up on my life, I started the process to have weight loss surgery when I was 19. I was single at the time. I had just gotten out of a year-long relationship, so I went through the whole process, all of the pre-op testing and the supervised diet and all of that, being single, and didn't actually go on a date until after I had surgery. So my first date post-surgery was, I believe, 4 or 5 months post-op. I talked about it in a couple of my weekly updates, and that ended very, very quickly, mostly because he got a chip on his shoulder that he didn't get laid on the first date. Anyways, so he never was informed, found out, whatever you want to say. He didn't know about my surgery. We went out to eat for dinner. Luckily, it was a fancy restaurant, and the portions were really tiny, and it wasn't really obvious that I eat ridiculously small portions. And I wasn't upfront about it that early in a relationship, and I'm kind of glad I wasn't, just because I don't feel the need for everybody to know about it, and things ended really quickly, so he never knew about it. This kid obviously now knows. And I am, today is the 6th, tomorrow is my 8-month surgery. So you found out, I was 7 months post-op when I told this kid. So like my diet was back to normal. I was just eating smaller portions. So with all of that being said, I'm going to go to the questions that people have asked. Most of them are related to weight loss surgery and dating. Some of them really are just interested in Matty. So we're going to start with the related ones. Well, actually, the first couple are not exactly related, but they're good to start this out with. And I kind of want to hear the answer to some of them from you instead of from me. So, first question, how did you two meet?
Well, I remember...
we have different answers on this one.
Yeah, I remember it was at a robotics competition on the way back. Well, I saw you at the robotics competition too, but we didn't really meet then.
What robotics competition was this?
It must have been Pittsburgh, because we were driving back from it.
What year were you?
That part I don't know. It was either 2007 or 2008.
Like, so you're senior?
Junior or senior year.
Okay.
For me. And we were on our way back, and our bus stopped in Grove City, and since both teams are from Erie, we met at the Grove City stop. So.
And I have no memory of this.
Yeah,
I have memory of like all of the teams stopping at Grove City to get food and like team mingling and all of that stuff, but I have no memory of meeting you there.
There was really no much mingling. There wasn't much mingling. It was,
okay, well, yeah, it was
I
more
was pretty
just
much
like...
the only person that sat with some CIA people. So it was
Why did you sit with us?
Actually, it was because I recognized your friend. But,
oh, right.
So I recognized him and sat down. Like, we talked. Like,
so
I don't remember what we talked about.
We've known each other for a while then, I guess. But we didn't really talk after that.
Yeah,
like, there was like a extended period of time where then...
Well, we had no connection other than that, so... like different schools, different like areas of the city.
And then I met Brian. Is that what it was?
Yeah,
and then,
Brian was our connection, the bridge.
So then once I met Brian, then I got to meet this guy again. And that's, anyways. So yeah, that's his side of the story. I honestly don't remember that, but okay. Next question. Oh my god, we're already 5 minutes. How long have you guys been together?
Well, it depends on when you start counting it. The official date is December 11th of last year, so.
Oh, yeah, that is last year. I was like, wait a second, what? We've been together that long?
Yeah,
2014 now.
The entire year we've been together.
Anyways, how old are you two kids? How old are you?
I'm 23, almost 24 in a couple months.
And I just turned 21, which everybody should know by now. That's not related at all. We're going to skip that one for now. How long were you two together before you told him about your surgery? So I guess that's kind of for me. This was, correct me if I'm wrong, I told you after we had the conversation about the fact that we both had feelings for each other, but then in our nerdum didn't actually, we had the conversation about having feelings for each other and then just like nothing ever happened. That conversation happened and then we still weren't together. It just was because we're nerds and relationship things just don't happen well for us. So I feel like it was between the conversation that we had feelings for each other and like actually being like officially a couple. Does that sound right when I told you?
Yeah, I remember it was like it was in the car too.
No, I told you online. I was in Massachusetts.
Really? You must have talked about it again later.
I totally told you online. I told you on, really, you don't remember? Okay. Alright, we're going to move on from that. Because the next one's more interesting. What did he think when you told him you had weight loss surgery? I'm waiting for this answer. I'm going to sit here with my tea. Because I'm honestly interested, because I didn't get to see your reaction because I told you online. Or maybe not, if you don't remember that.
I do remember.
So what was your reaction?
Well, I didn't expect the conversation to take that turn. when we were talking, like
we were talking about YouTube.
Yeah, so it just sort of like came up out of the blue. So that part of it sort of took me off guard, but like I really didn't have that much of a reaction to it. Like like I wasn't shocked or anything. It was just kind of like, oh. It was
Any opinions? Any comments? Nothing?
Well,
you're just like, okay, cool?
I never really thought about it before that. Like, because I never really had a reason to think about it. And, like, after you mentioned it, and, like, I would, like, thought about it, and it makes sense that, like, some people would need that surgery, and based on the level of, like, preparation and stuff, like, because a lot of times in the news you just hear, like, about, like, hey, this, like, just do the surgery, it fixes the problem. Like, you don't hear about all the procedure, like, and the amount of time it takes and the amount of, like, sort of restrictions that you get from it. And, like, I sort of learned all that stuff, and like, it makes a lot more sense now. So there's really nothing I knew about it beforehand.
A lot of people, I feel like a lot of people, like, normal, healthy people don't. I mean, I honestly didn't know anything about it until I really started looking into what my options were. So, yeah, I guess, I mean, if you don't have a reason to look into it, why would you?
It didn't show up on my Wikipedia list. Random Wikipedia facts.
So does he know what your surgery entailed, or did you have to give him a play-by-play? Do you even know which surgery I had?
I still don't know that much about it, so.
So no, he doesn't know what my surgery entailed, and apparently I haven't yet given him a play-by-play.
I know.
Do you know the different? Okay, so tell me what you know.
I don't know.
Okay, I'm not gonna put you on the spot like that.
I have like
so, do you know the different surgeries?
No.
Okay. So apparently the play-by-play is gonna have to happen. Maybe not during this video, but so no. I guess that's the play-by-play is gonna have to happen, Sarah. I understand your frustration with people asking you ridiculous questions about 5/2. Anyways, what does he think of your tiny portions?
I'm actually sort of used to that because, like,
you don't eat that much. Like,
well, there's sort of that, but also like I know somebody like who has the same, like, or not the same issue, but like the same restrictions or anything, but they eat the same way. So I've had that in my life before, so I wasn't too like shocked or
I don't know.
I wasn't like, it didn't seem odd to me.
Alrighty then. What do you do for dates? That's unrelated, but okay. Have any comments on that? We didn't really date.
Nothing really fancy. Well, we're also nerds though. So.
We're nerds, and I go to school 600 miles away, so like the dating aspect of this is not normal.
There's lots of movies. There's tubing, geeking.
I want to go tubing. Tubing's happening Thursday.
Yes. Not today because it's negative 40-degree wind chill.
Yeah, those plans got postponed. I don't know. I feel like we like to do more active things. The bike ride at Presque Isle.
Oh yeah, and that was like in the.
That was when
like
it was
cold.
still nice outside.
Well,
and then
relatively.
It wasn't negative 40 or 30 or whatever. It's really negative today.
Yeah.
So we're not biking or tubing today. But yeah, less like dinner and a movie and more like go out and do something or build robots. There's 2 robot kits sitting right next to my laptop right now. Oh my god, this video is already 12 minutes. Okay. This is totally going to get split into at least two videos. Do we have time for one more? Yes, we do, because this is a short one. Is he opposed to sharing food off of his plate in restaurants so you don't have to order food you won't eat? We've actually never gone to eat together. Out.
Yeah, out. But I wouldn't, like, I've dealt with more interesting situations at restaurants, so.
So, good to know. I'm a cheap date. I mean, I had a $3 chicken taco from Moe's today, and I was full. Like, one $3 chicken taco, cheap date. He's like, it's okay, I'm a software engineer, I have money. Anyways, what is the most challenging aspect of dating someone who has had weight loss surgery?
Doing YouTube videos where I answer questions? Seriously, I don't know if we've, like, been together long enough to really encounter anything. Like, I mean, I already sort of ate weird meals and stuff, so.
Yeah, you already ate, like, healthy. You're kind of, like, along the same lines as me, at least during the weekdays.
Yeah.
Not on the weekends. On the weekends, you're like, I'm going to carbo load. Not really, but you'll eat bread and stuff on the weekends, and I still try not to. But, anyways, that's 14 minutes. This is going to get split, so this is part 1 of 2 or possibly 3. We'll be back in the second video.